What's good? Y'all tapping into Mikey 2 and 5. Keep it being as always. The playoffs is officially damn near over. We got a Super Bowl matchup with the Seattle Seahawks versus the Patriots in 2 weeks in Santa Clara. I wanted to get on here and pretty much give my thoughts on this whole playoff bracket and everything that happened. One thing that this playoffs did show me, and I think we all been saying this and pretty much called it during the whole regular season, was that it was really up for grabs for anybody. With the exception of probably one or two teams or whatever, it really was a playoff bracket that was really up for grabs. And looking at it from the wild card to the divisional to the two conference championship games we had last night, it showed me a couple things. Number one, looking at all these offenses that was able to call competent plays, situational awareness, plays that made sense to call. Watching all of that happen during the playoffs, it did make me a little bitter and a little bit jealous because it's like, damn, like we had the personnel to do it, with the Eagles. We just didn't have the right OC in the building, and that did kind of. I enjoyed the playoffs as an NFL fan. I'm an Eagles fan first, but I'm also an NFL fan, so I did enjoy all the playoffs. But it did make me look at it like, damn, like we blew the season. We wasted the season basically with not being able to call plays. So it did kind of make me a little bit jealous because I'm like, damn, look how Seattle, moving the ball with Sam Darnold and doing what they got to do, and all these other teams. So yeah, I was a little bit jealous. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a bean. But this year's playoffs was really about who wanted it more during that game. So obviously right now the Seahawks and the Patriots look like they wanted it more. And to be honest with you, if I'm gonna be real as an Eagles fan, we didn't deserve to make it out of the first round. The way we played all during the regular season, with not executing plays, offensive line was, to me, was trash and inconsistent. Kevin Patula, obviously. So it was like we didn't deserve to make it out the first round. The writing was really on the wall. I did think we could probably use the experience that this team has had of playing the Super Bowls. I thought that was going to play a part in that wild card round, but it didn't. But, it's old news now. We're trying to figure out who's going to be our new offensive coordinator. The decision hasn't been made yet. I guess the Eagles are taking their time, which I'm not really mad at. Take your time, figure out who is the best fit. Anything is better than who we had. I ain't gonna lie, anybody's better. You could pick a 12-year-old that plays Madden every day to go in there and call plays. He'll be better than what we had this season. But yeah, man, it's been a fun playoffs. It's gonna be a fun Super Bowl as well. Another thing I wanted to point out, Patriots won 10-7. Drake May threw for under 100 yards. I like Drake May and I like the Patriots. I'm not going to lie, so I'm not going to disrespect them. But we all know if that was the Eagles and if that was number one, Jalen Hurts back there throwing for 86 yards in the playoffs, his ass would be getting crucified right now at this very minute from today all the way up until 2 weeks from now in the Super Bowl. So it's just funny how NFL media really got these narratives and they want to fix it and twist it so it can fit their agenda, which is like kind of annoying. And we see this every season, so you would think it would get old, but I still have a hard time ignoring it and not addressing it because it's corny. It's real corny in my opinion. And like I said, I don't care how you win the game, especially in the playoffs. Just win. I don't care if you win 3-0. Just win. But it's just funny how they flip flop with certain players, and you know what I mean. It's real obvious, even with the whole Josh Allen thing in the divisional round, very obvious. And I like Josh Allen too, but it's obvious who they want to fit the agenda for, and it's going to be like that forever. That's just how it is. With all that being said, good luck to Seahawks and the Patriots. I do think that the Eagles will be back in the mix next season. Once they get the right offensive coordinator, they will be back in the mix. They will be another heavyweight contender competing for that chip. Because I do believe that the Eagles will get another ring within the next 3 years tops. That's my prediction. That's how I feel. You can say I'm biased, but that's just how I feel. yeah, man. So I'll tap in with y'all later on, and go Birds.